Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Nedgo, and this is me doing 100 pit runs with my Summon Necromancer. I just want to get this out of the way quick. I didn't take any footage of my exact magic find numbers and whatnot, but I'm roughly at about 450 in this video. As well, there's going to be Pindle kills sprinkled in here, because as a Summon Necromancer, that's where you go to get your skeletons up, so of course I'm going to kill him every single time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks. All right, on run 1, find ourselves a barbed club, which ends up being a flesh render. First time I had found one of those in my playthrough. And in run 2, go back in and there was a longbow, which ended up being a Ravenclaw. Round 6, or run 6, not round, we find ourselves a Crowcaw. And in run 7, find ourselves a Tau Rasha's Mask. But I've found like 10 of these bad boys already. Later on in run 7, find ourselves an Ethereal Thresher, which is, lovely to find. And I end up rolling sockets on it. Alright, so after I filled up my my share tabs and I had to move some stuff over to some mules, I grabbed some runes off some mules and whatnot and decided to bust out the recipe, which I should have recorded, but I didn't. But alas, I did end up throwing 4 sockets on that thresher that's ethereal, so alright, run 13, we find ourselves a Grand Charm. Now I always forget when you find these, you can't even put this in your cube to pick it up. So I'm just over here flopping this thing around like a dead fish. But I eventually pick it up and I ID it, and it ends up rolling with 35 for magic find. Full plate set is a Tancreds, and that's the first time I ever found one of those. 26. Find heavy bracers, which is triangles, which is fantastic for me, seeing as I'm running Necro. Run 29, find a circlet, which ends up being Nauseas. $33. Find ourselves a barb shield, which is a lance guard. I had never gotten that so far. 34. Find ourselves a regular Grand Charm, which ends up being +1 to combat skills paladin. Later on in 34, we find an ornate plate, which is Griswold's. 37. We find a short warbow, which ends up being a Hellcap. 39 at Pindle, find a bone knife, and just so you're aware, I'm obviously doing Pindle every single run because I'm a Necro and I gotta get my summons. Ends up being a Wizard Spike. And then on 40, on the way to the pit, we find another one. Back to back. Find Demon Hide boots later on in 40, which ends up being Inferno Strides. 43, find a cudgel, which ends up being a Dark Clan. Scarab Shell boots on 45, which ends up being Sandstorm Treks. Found about 4 pairs of these so far. Later on in 45, we find a Berserker Axe, which is a death cleaver. 50, at Pendle, we find an iron belt. Later on in 50, we find an amulet in the chest. I have not found anything good in this freaking chest, but we find a metal grid, and you know, better than nothing, I guess. 51, we find a full plate mail, which is a gold skin. First one I found of that. 58 is a trident and is a razor time. Later on in 58 is a long sword. And that is a hell plague. 61, a spired helm, which is a Ondal's almighty spired helm. First one I found. 61, greater talons, Bartux. 62, we find our ring, and I keep my fingers crossed, but alas, you know how this goes. It's a Ravenfrost. Find ourselves a gore shovel on 64. 65. We find ourselves a Nord's tenderizer. 66, another ring on the way to the pit, and it's a Nagel's. 22%. 78. Find ourselves a light plate, which is a heavenly garb. 81. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Visser Taunt. 90. We find a Grand Charm, and it rolls with +1 to fire skills. Sorceress. Find a Zywinder on 90, which is a Totafale Flame. Can't pronounce that well. 92. Find ourselves a Hunter's Bow and Zakharum Shield. Wither String and Dragon Scale. And for the final run of note, 95, we find a small charm, which is lightning resist 10, which for me personally is great because so far with my setup when I'm really running stuff heavy, lightning is the thing I need the most defense on still.
But wait, there's more.
All right. And as some bonus clips I have to offer, I found a Cham rune somewhere between 66 and 68. Oh shit! Wahoo! Let's go! I accidentally had the number tracker off, but in terms of the videos recorded, it was somewhere in between there. Highest rune so far. And as well, in between 70, or once I hit 70, trying to do pit runs as a summon Necro at the moment with what I had was very tedious, and it definitely started to wear on me. So I took a little break, farmed a little Mephisto because it's so easy to do, and I found a Burr rune. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's go. A fucking Burr rune, dude. These things are like super fucking hard to get. Let's go. Oh, let's go. I've been, fuck, I'm stoked. Dude. Which was phenomenal. And since then, I have traded up to get a Jaw rune with other items and have made my Enigma. First time ever. And I just want to say thank you for checking out the video. I have a lot more runs I've already done at this point and recorded 100 bail runs trying to get my Des Web. No luck so far. Spoiler alert. Anyways, thanks for checking out the video. And I gotta say, as a summon Necro doing the pits, I fucking hated it. to be honest. I haven't tried to go back since I got the Enigma. Maybe I will. But I think I'm going to wait until I hopefully get a hold of a Death's Web. Or maybe get a Beast. If I get a Beast, maybe I'll try it then. Anyways, thanks. Have a good day.